Hello lovely people, I have a non-orchid video for you today. There was another non-orchid video I did very recently, but this one is also a non-orchid video. So I went to Trader Joe's and of course they didn't have any orchids that I really like. They had very small amount of phals and that was pretty much it. I think it's because yesterday was Valentine's Day and they just do not have orchids. I've noticed that happens with many of the holidays. They also don't have a lot of orchids too. They purchase more flowers, like other flowers, cut flowers, rather than orchids. What's up with that? So I was really sad, and I saw two very pretty African violets, and now I've had a rough patch with African violets for a while because I guess they were just, for me, too difficult to maintain because they don't like to touch each other or they don't like to touch anything, and I was like, what is up? Come on. So I kind of gave up on them for a while until I started to care. The trick is to actually care about your plant in order for it to successfully survive, pretty much, and thrive. So I started to care for it, and I started getting them to bloom, and they started to look really nice versus before they looked like crap. They looked like they went through a rough patch, they were about to die, they just didn't have a reason to live. And so now that they're doing better, I thought I would get into more African violets. And I saw these guys at Trader Joe's. They're super duper pretty, and these are the colors I don't have. So what I'll do is I'll take off this very ugly wrapper thing that's sitting in, and I'll put it into a tray with pebbles and water so it can get watered from below versus how I water all my orchids is from above, which the violets don't like that too much, and the leaves get really ugly. So this one is a more, can't describe this color, it's more like dark pink magenta. It's really adorable, and the leaves are really nice. So that is the first one. I also picked up another one, which this one is also that magenta color, but it has a little bit of pink and whites in it. It was just really unique, so I thought I would pick that one up. I don't have that one. And then I went to Home Depot to pick up some perlite for my mom, and I found these African violets, which this one and this one is very similar. This one is a purple versus this one is a magenta, and this one is $1 more because it's from Home Depot. And if you notice, Home Depot sells it for slightly more expensive than Trader Joe's, which is $2.99 versus $3.99. So that was what I got. I was actually really surprised to find some staghorn fern at Home Depot. Now, I purchased my first staghorn fern from a more like I would say a professional grower, someone here locally, and it was $18. I got this one for $13, and they are about the same size. This one might be a little bit bigger, I'm not sure, but I picked the one that I felt looked the best. I think I'm gonna mount this one on a board or on a piece of wood, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. I don't think I will put it into this pot. And all of the staghorn ferns look like they needed some water and of course some care, but you know how it is at Home Depot, they really don't care. Like me about African violets just a few months ago. So that is what I got today. I think they're really pretty, and I'm really excited about them. I watched Anna's video, and I'll put a link to that video for you guys, but I watched her video about the African violet, and she has some really pretty African violets, and she was propagating them, so I started to do some leaf cuttings of my African violets. They are just doing nothing right now, but we'll see what happens, and whether or not I can propagate them. I'll do a video if I am successful with them. So I want to show you guys, these are my boys here, two of my boys. This is Hops, the one with a stick, and the one that's sitting on the mat is Calvin. They're brothers, and they are super adorable. So Mr. Hops is obsessed with the stick right now, and Calvin doesn't really care much. He just wants to watch his brother. Watching cats is muy exciting. Okay, so that pretty much is it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time.